Have you ever felt that no matter how much effort you put into your life, nothing seems to go the way you hope? Maybe you try your best in school, at work, or in your personal life, but things still feel heavy, stressful, or confusing. You pray, you make dua, you ask Allah for help, guidance, and success. But somehow the results are not what you expected. It's frustrating, isn't it? You begin to wonder, am I doing something wrong, or why is Allah not answering my prayer? Many of us have felt this way at some point in our lives. We sincerely want things to change, but we keep wondering why our prayers and efforts are not bringing the outcomes we desire. The truth is, Allah is always ready to help. He is always watching over us, always aware of our struggles, and He listens to every heartfelt dua we make. But there's a secret many people overlook. Allah's help is not just about making dua or asking for things. There is something deeper that needs to be in place for His support to flow into your life. Something very simple, yet so powerful that if you fix it, your life could start changing in ways you didn't even imagine. You see, most of us focus only on the results. We want relief from our problems, success in our work, blessings in our family, or guidance in our decisions. But we often forget that before asking Allah to help us, we need to ask ourselves, am I ready to receive His help? Is my heart in the right place? Are my intentions pure? Think about it like this. If your heart is full of confusion, grudges, or negative feelings, it becomes very difficult for you to feel the blessings Allah wants to give you. It's like trying to pour water into a cup that is already dirty. No matter how much water you pour, it will not stay clean. But if you clean the cup first, the water flows freely, clear and refreshing. Many people pray for guidance, but they continue holding on to resentment, anger, or jealousy. They ask Allah to fix their problems, but their actions or thoughts may contradict their prayers. Imagine asking someone for help while at the same time refusing to let go of something that blocks that help. It doesn't make sense, right? And this is why so many of us feel stuck. Allah wants to help, but there is a part of us that we need to fix first. It's not about doing more, but about understanding ourselves, reflecting on our intentions, and making sure our hearts are ready to receive what Allah has planned for us. This one thing is not difficult to understand, but it requires honesty and courage. It is about looking inside yourself and asking tough questions. Why am I asking for help? Am I truly ready to accept it? Am I doing anything that might be blocking it? It's easy to focus on external problems, money, relationships, career, but the biggest obstacle is often internal, inside the heart. When your heart is aligned, sincere, and free of distractions, it becomes like a magnet for Allah's mercy and assistance. Suddenly, doors that seemed closed start opening, opportunities appear, and solutions come in ways you could never plan for yourself. Many stories from the Quran and the life of the Prophet show this clearly. Those who sincerely turned to Allah, who checked their hearts, purified their intentions, and acted with honesty and sincerity, saw incredible change. Their problems did not magically disappear overnight, but guidance, ease, and help began to arrive in ways that made their journey smoother, their hearts lighter, and their faith stronger. It's a process, a beautiful process that starts with something simple yet crucial, fixing the condition of your heart and intentions. So today, we will explore this one thing you must fix before Allah can help you in the way you are asking for. This is not about extra effort, complicated rituals, or endless prayers. It's about understanding yourself, your intentions, and the condition of your heart. When you do this, everything changes. Your dua becomes more powerful, your efforts more effective, and your connection with Allah stronger than ever before. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what to focus on. You will see that Allah's help is closer than you think. It's not about trying harder on the outside, but about reflecting on the inside. Once you fix this one thing, your life will start shifting in ways that are easy to notice. Problems will begin to feel lighter, guidance will come more clearly, and even the small steps you take will carry more meaning and impact. It's time to stop feeling stuck. It's time to stop asking for help without preparing yourself to receive it. Today, we'll begin a journey of reflection, honesty, and heart-checking that can change the way Allah responds to you. Remember, Allah is always ready to help, but sometimes the first step is not in asking for help, it's in fixing yourself. Let's discover this one thing together so you can open the door to Allah's support and see the blessings waiting for you. Most of us don't realize it, but the main reason we feel stuck or that our prayers aren't answered, not because Allah isn't listening. The problem often lies within us, inside our own hearts. Before we ask Allah for help, we need to look closely at ourselves. What's really stopping us from receiving His guidance and blessings? The answer is often simple. We have ignored what's inside us, our intentions, our behaviors, and the condition of our hearts. Think about it like this. You may be asking Allah to help you in your studies, in your work, or to guide you in a difficult decision. But at the same time, you might be holding on to anger, resentment, or jealousy. You haven't forgiven someone who hurt you. Maybe your intentions in certain actions are not pure. You do things to impress people rather than to please Allah. Or perhaps you complain a lot about life and focus on what you don't have instead of being grateful for what you do. When our hearts are in this state, it blocks the flow of Allah's help. Allah says in the Quran, indeed, Allah does not change the condition of a people until they change what is within themselves. Surah Ar-Ra'd 13:11. This verse tells us that before asking Allah to change our circumstances, we need to change what's inside us. Our inner world, the thoughts, feelings, intentions, and actions directly impacts how Allah's mercy and guidance can reach us. If there is clutter inside the heart, if there is negativity or hidden sins we haven't addressed, it acts like a barrier. No matter how doers we make or how much effort we put in externally, Allah's help may not reach us fully until we take care of that inner state. Many people focus entirely on external solutions. They say, if only I had a better job, a better relationship, more money or more knowledge, then everything would be fine. But these external changes don't last if the heart remains unprepared. You can achieve temporary success, but deep inside you may feel empty or dissatisfied. The true and lasting change starts with the heart. That's why this one thing we're talking about is so critical. It's also common to make mistakes without even realizing their effect on our connection with Allah. Maybe you are praying regularly but lack sincerity. Maybe your actions are inconsistent with your prayers. You ask for mercy, but you're harsh to others. You ask for guidance, but you ignore the signs Allah is already giving you. You ask for patience, but you complain at every difficulty. When there's a disconnect between what we ask for and how we live, it slows down Allah's response. Not because Allah is distant, but because the heart is not fully aligned with His help. Another part of the problem is negative emotions, anger, jealousy, envy, arrogance, and grudges weigh heavily on the heart. A heart weighed down by these feelings is like a cloud covering the sun. The light can't shine through, and blessings are blocked. Even if you are asking for good things, these inner obstacles prevent your prayers from being as effective as they could be. That is why reflection and self-assessment are crucial. You must take a moment to honestly examine your thoughts, feelings, and intentions before expecting change in your life. But this is also where accountability comes in. Many of us blame circumstances, other people, or fate for our problems. While Allah controls all things, He has also given us the power to choose, to act, and to purify our hearts. Taking responsibility for our internal state doesn't mean blaming yourself for everything. It means acknowledging that Allah's help is connected to the condition of your heart and intentions. By identifying what needs fixing inside, you create space for Allah's mercy to flow. Think about the lives of the prophets, Adam and Eve. They were patient, sincere, and aligned their intentions perfectly with Allah's commands. Their hearts were purified, and this is why Allah supported them, even in the most challenging situation. They faced enormous trials, yet Allah's help came at exactly the right time. Their example teaches us that no matter how big the problem is, Allah's support reaches those who fix what is within themselves first. So before you ask Allah for help with your finances, your career, your health, or your relationships, take a step back. Reflect on the state of your heart. Look at your intentions, your actions, and your feelings toward others. Ask yourself honestly, is there something I need to fix in myself before asking Allah to fix my life? This reflection is the key to unlocking the help you're seeking. When your heart is sincere, your intentions pure, and your inner world aligned, Allah's support flows naturally. Your efforts will be more fruitful, your prayers more effective, and your life will start changing in ways you can feel and see. Remember, it's not about doing more rituals or being perfect in every action. It's about inner readiness, preparing your heart and intentions to receive Allah's help. Once this inner work is done, everything else becomes easier. Your path becomes clearer, your decisions become wiser, and even small efforts start to bring significant results. This is the core problem many people face. They ask for help externally, but ignore what's happening internally. By fixing this, you set the stage for true guidance and assistance from Allah. The one thing you must fix before Allah can truly help you is your heart and intentions. It may sound simple, but it is the most important step you can take. Everything in life, your prayers, your efforts, your relationships, your decisions, starts from the condition of your heart. If your heart is sincere, pure, and aligned with Allah, then everything you do carries weight and can bring positive change. But if your heart is filled with negativity, hidden grudges, or selfish intentions, even the most sincere efforts may fall short. Fixing your heart starts with examining your intentions. Every action you take should be done with the purpose of pleasing Allah. Are you helping others to show off or to earn Allah's reward? Are you giving charity because you want praise or because you want to truly support someone in need? Are your prayers sincere or are you just going through the motions? Intentions are the unseen foundation of every action, and they determine whether Allah accepts it and brings His blessings. Without sincerity, even the most visible efforts can be hollow. The second part of fixing your heart is your behavior toward others. Allah wants His help to reach those who are kind, just, and forgiving. If you are holding on to grudges, harboring anger, or speaking harshly to people, these things weigh heavily on your heart. They create a barrier between you and Allah's mercy. Take a moment to reflect. Is there someone you need to forgive? Is there someone you have wronged? Repairing relationships and letting go of negative feelings opens your heart to receive Allah's help in every aspect of your life. Gratitude is another key element. Many people focus on what they lack rather than what they already have. When you constantly complain or focus only on problems, it makes your heart heavy and resistant to blessings. But when you practice gratitude, even for the smallest things, your heart becomes light, receptive, and ready to receive more. Gratitude is like a magnet for Allah's mercy. It shifts your focus from what you don't have to what you do have. And this simple shift has the power to transform your entire life. Another essential aspect is consistency in worship and the dhikr. It's not just about big acts of worship, but about steady, sincere devotion, performing salah on time, making dua with understanding, reciting Quran regularly, and remembering Allah in daily life. Even in small ways purifies the heart and strengthens your connection with Allah. These consistent acts create a spiritual environment within you that allows Allah's help to flow freely. When your heart is in the habit of turning to Allah, seeking His guidance, and being mindful of Him, it becomes fertile ground for blessings and solutions to grow. It's important to understand that fixing your heart is not about being perfect. You will make mistakes, fall into sin, and feel weak sometimes. That is human nature. But what matters is your willingness to reflect, repent, and correct yourself. Allah loves those who turn to Him sincerely, even if their actions are not flawless. The effort to improve, the intention to purify, and the persistence to keep returning to Allah are what make the difference. Think of it like preparing soil for planting. You cannot plant seeds in dry, rocky, or polluted soil and expect a good harvest. You need to clear the weeds, nourish the soil, and water it consistently. Only then can the seeds grow into strong, fruitful plants. Your heart is the soil. Your intentions are the preparation, and Allah's help is the water and sunlight that makes everything grow. Without preparing the soil, the seeds cannot flourish, no matter how good or abundant the water is. When your heart is purified, your intentions are sincere, and your behavior aligns with Allah's guidance, you will notice change in your life. Your prayers will feel more meaningful. Your efforts will bear better results, and challenges will become easier to face. You will start to see doors opening that you didn't even know existed. Allah's help is not always immediate, and sometimes it comes in unexpected ways. But once your heart is aligned, His support becomes more visible, consistent, and effective. So today, make the decision to fix your heart, examine your intentions, purify your actions, forgive, let go of grudges, and be grateful for what you already have. Take small steps every day to improve your connection with Allah, and you will see how His help begins to reach you in ways you never imagined. This is the foundation that will transform your prayers from empty words into powerful tools that bring guidance, relief, and blessings into your life. Remember, fixing this one thing is not a one-time task. It is a journey. Every moment you reflect, every act of sincerity, and every step you take to purify your heart brings you closer to Allah's help. Once you start this process, life begins to shift naturally. Problems that once seemed impossible will start to feel manageable, and you will feel the presence of Allah's mercy and guidance in everything you do. Now that we understand the importance of fixing our hearts and intentions, it's time to talk about how to apply this in real life. Many people understand the concept, but they struggle to know where to start. The truth is, fixing your heart doesn't have to be complicated. It starts with small practical steps that anyone can take, no matter how busy or overwhelmed they feel. These steps may seem simple, but they are powerful tools to open the door for Allah's help in your life. The first step is self-reflection. Take a few minutes every day to honestly examine your heart. Ask yourself questions like, are my intentions sincere? Am I doing this for Allah or to please people? Am I holding on to anger or resentment? Do I complain more than I am grateful? Reflecting in this way allows you to identify the areas in your heart that need attention. It's like shining a light in a dark room. Can't fix what you cannot see. Writing down your thoughts or journaling your feelings can help make this reflection clearer and more structured. The second step is forgiveness. Holding grudges or anger towards someone can weigh heavily on your heart. Think about a situation where someone hurt you or let you down. Holding on to that pain not only affects your mental and emotional state, but it also blocks your connection with Allah. Take a step today to forgive that person in your heart. You don't need to justify their actions or even confront them if it's unsafe, but releasing the anger allows your heart to heal. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, and it opens your heart to receive Allah's mercy and support. The third step is gratitude. Gratitude is one of the easiest and most powerful ways to cleanse your heart. Instead of focusing on what is missing in your life, look at what you already have. Count your blessings, even the small ones. Your health, family, friends, a place to live, or even the food you eat daily. Start each day by thanking Allah for at least 3 things you are grateful for. Gratitude changes your perspective, lightens your heart, and prepares you to receive more of Allah's blessings. The more you practice it, the more naturally you will feel Allah's help in your life. The 4th step is strengthening your connection with Allah through worship and dhikr. This doesn't mean you need to do everything perfectly or add the complicated routines to your day. Start small and stay consistent. Perform your prayers with mindfulness and devotion. Recite short chapters of the Quran daily and remember Allah in simple ways throughout the day. For example, before making a decision or facing a challenge, say Bismillah or make a quick dua, asking for guidance. These consistent small actions have a compounding effect. They cleanse your heart, keep your intentions focused, and make your connection with Allah stronger. The 5th step is aligning your actions with your prayers. You might pray for success, mercy, or guidance, but it is equally important to act in ways that reflect those prayers. For example, if you pray for forgiveness, make an effort to forgive others. If you pray for wealth, work honestly, avoid cheating, and give charity. If you pray for guidance, seek knowledge, listen to good advice, and avoid actions that lead you away from Allah. When your actions align with your prayers, you create a powerful harmony that makes your efforts more effective and your prayers more likely to be answered. Another important part of real-life application is patience and consistency. Fixing your heart is a process. It doesn't happen overnight. You will face challenges, slip-ups, and moments of doubt. But remember, every small effort counts. Every time you forgive, every time you reflect, every act of gratitude or sincere prayer brings you closer to Allah's help. Don't be discouraged by temporary setbacks. Even small steps taken consistently have the power to change your life in ways you cannot see immediately. It's also helpful to set reminders for yourself. Life can get busy, and it's easy to forget to reflect, pray, or express gratitude. Use alarms, sticky notes, or even phone reminders to pause and reconnect with Allah throughout your day. These small pauses keep your heart aligned and remind you that Allah's help is always near, ready to flow when your heart is prepared. Finally, take a moment to celebrate small victories. When you feel your heart softening, your intentions becoming clearer, or your actions becoming more aligned with Allah, recognize it. Thank Allah for giving you the ability to reflect, forgive, and purify your heart. This acknowledgement reinforces positive change and encourages you to continue on the path of inner growth. By following these steps, you will begin to notice change in your life. Your problems may not disappear instantly, but you will feel lighter, more focused, and more connected to Allah. Solutions will come in ways you may not expect. Opportunities will appear, and guidance will become clearer. The key is to start today, take small steps, and remain consistent. Every act of sincerity, gratitude, and reflection prepares your heart to receive Allah's help. And this is what truly transforms your life. Now that we've gone through the steps of fixing your heart, aligning your intentions, and applying practical changes in your life, it's time to bring everything together. The most important message is this: Allah's help is always near, but it flows most powerfully to those whose hearts are ready to receive it. It doesn't matter how many prayers you make or how much effort you put into your life if your heart is closed, distracted, or weighed down by negativity. The first step is always internal: preparing your heart, purifying your intentions, and letting go of anything that blocks your connection with Allah. Remember, Allah does not look at how much we can do, but He looks at the sincerity of our hearts. Even small steps taken sincerely can open the door to unimaginable blessings. If you sincerely reflect on your intentions, forgive those who hurt you, practice gratitude, and align your actions with your prayers, you are already on the path to receiving Allah's help. This process may seem gradual, but it is life-changing. Every effort you make in purifying your heart is a step toward transforming your entire life. Think of your heart like a garden. If the garden is full of weeds, anger, jealousy, impatience, resentment, then no matter how much water, sunlight, or care you give, the plants won't thrive. But if you remove the weeds, nourish the soil, and plant good seeds with care and attention, the garden begins to flourish. The same is true for your life. When you cleanse your heart, nurture it with sincerity, gratitude, and worship, Allah's help begins to flow naturally. The problems that once seemed insurmountable become manageable, opportunities appear where you least expect them, and guidance comes clearly and consistently. This is why the first step is so crucial. Don't rush into asking for help without preparing yourself to receive it. Take the time to reflect on your intentions. Ask yourself, am I sincere? Is my heart ready to accept Allah's guidance? Are my actions aligned with my prayers? Even if you take small steps each day, the effect compounds. A purified heart attracts blessings, opens doors, and allows Allah's help to manifest in your life. One of the most beautiful things about this journey is that it empowers you. You are not helpless, and you are not waiting for Allah to act alone. By taking responsibility for your inner state, you create the conditions for Allah to work through your life. You become an active participant in your own growth, and Allah multiplies your efforts, helps you overcome challenges, and places ease in situations you never thought possible. It is a partnership. You prepare your heart, and Allah opens the way. Remember also that perfection is not required. You will make mistakes, you will falter, and you will sometimes fall back into old habits. That is human nature. What matters is your commitment to return to Allah sincerely, your willingness to reflect, and your persistence to correct your heart and intentions. Each time you do this, you are strengthening your connection with Allah and bringing yourself closer to His help. Even if the change feels small at first, it compounds over time, and you will begin to see tangible improvements in your life. So today, make a decision. Start reflecting on your heart, purifying your intentions, forgiving those who have wronged you, practicing gratitude, and aligning your actions with your prayers. Take small steps every day. Even one act of sincerity or one moment of true reflection can change your path. In conclusion, understand this truth deeply. Fix this one thing first: your heart, your intentions, and your inner state, and Allah will help you. The change begins within you. By aligning your heart with Allah, you open the door to His guidance, support, and blessings. Life doesn't become free of challenges immediately, but challenges become easier to navigate, and solutions start appearing where before there seemed to be none. Your prayers gain power, your efforts gain meaning, and your connection with Allah strengthens. Take this as a promise from Allah and a reminder for yourself. He is always near, always listening, and always ready to help. But He wants your heart to be ready too. So start today. Begin with small steps. Reflect, forgive, practice gratitude, and purify your intentions. Watch how your life transforms. Fix this first, and Allah will help you in ways you cannot imagine. Trust in Him, act sincerely, and remain patient and consistent. Your journey has just begun, and the best is yet to come.